ahead, it was at last year's Sweet Revenge tour that the Hart Foundation clashed with the Originals, who were then, as now, undisputed World Tag Team Champions, and tonight, Brett and the Anvil will again face John Van and Guy Cormier in this non-title dust-up.
The following is scheduled for one fall on the way to the ring at a combined weight of 516 pounds. Jim Neidhart and Bret Hart's The Hart Foundation.
It's wild to think that in the literal hundreds of matches the Originals have had, their only encounter with the Hart Foundation was on August 2nd last year in Miami, during Sweet Revenge 6. I guess it dispels the myth that the O's have whipped everyone twice.
Look at it this way. If the Originals win tonight, it won't be a myth anymore, now will it?
And here comes Sylvia Strong, standing squarely with her #1 money spinners, the undisputed World Tag Team Champions going on 6 years now, the Chicago Hammer and the Staten Island Crippler, John and Guy.
And their opponents, accompanied by Silver A. Storm, at a combined weight of 510 pounds, the undisputed World Tag Team Champions, the Originals.
This is another case of a tag team that has, in fact, lost a match or 3, but when it comes to a title match, no, they haven't dropped one in almost 6 years. John and Guy definitely siding with the Genie Parkers of the world and deciding they're going to hang on to this championship for a little while.
And the list of failed challengers is just too long to list here. But rest assured, the list of names reads like an encyclopedia of pro wrestling tag teams, and their next title defense is not far away, coming at Sweet Revenge 1. And as usual, Sylvia's got her gents in another important training exercise this evening. And since the last time the Harts and the Originals met, it got crazy. I don't expect this encounter almost a year later is going to be any different.
Okay, you got Jim Neidhart and John Van starting us off in this here tag team match. Should be a good one. Referee Willie Johnson rings the bell. Here we go. They lock up center ring. Anvil whips John Van in the corner, misses with the charge, winds up in the corner himself, catches a knee from the Chicago Hammer. John Van, a stomp to the knee. Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Well, look at this John Van, just kicking and punching. Oh man, Anvil's probably going to get back up to his feet here. Besides, he's had quite enough tags in. Excellence of execution, Brett the Hitman Hart. Oh, both guys failed to connect with their move. John Van off the ropes with a clothesline to the back of the head of the Hitman. The Chicago Hammer. Whoa! Wrist clutch boot to the face. In comes Guy Cormier. And Sylvia Strong. Proud as punch of her #1 team, man. Guy gets his head slammed to the canvas, and in comes Jim the Anvil Neidhart on the tag. They lock it up. Guy lifts the Anvil to the corner, drives a knee into his midsection. Oh, look at this. Anvil avoiding the foot choke here, and how it takes Guy down to the canvas, follows it up with a stomp to the head. Oh, Guy counters with a hard shot to the gut, another shot to the back of the head, and here we go. Up goes the Anvil. Oh, man, did you see that? Flipped him over and cracked his knee in his head. Oh. Drives a knee into the leg of Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Guy Cormier stepping out and tagging in John Van. The Originals, well, they are undisputed World Tag Team Champions, going on 6 years for a reason. Huh. Look at this. Their little surfboard stretch stomps right there from the Chicago Hammer, turns his attention immediately to Brett the Hitman Hart, but that's no good. Anvil goes behind, turns him around, has him up over his shoulders here. And John Van gets dropped on the top rope. Anvil starts moving in again, locks up from behind. Escorting John Van to the corner, head first into the book to say hello. John Van counters and escapes that corner, locks up the Anvil. There's a little too can play that game, son. Head first into the buckle for the Anvil. Counters and escapes, catches a cheap shot in the back of the head from Guy Cormier. Comes up, John Van goes behind, head first into the buckle again. should have stayed put the first time, Anvil. Double team. Got Cormier in on the tag. At this assisted shoulder tackle. And the Anvil back down on the mat again. A wrist clutch in the knee to the skull. Got Cormier on the Anvil trying to make the tag, but the guy won't allow it. Cracked him in the head again. Series of short kicks. Got Cormier with a spinning back fist. Takes the Anvil right back down again, Hart counters, pushes him away, finally gets to make the tag to Bret the Hitman Hart. Got Cormier standing by waiting for the Hitman. Oh, look at this claw. The iron claw right to the face. Bret the Hitman Hart Anvil's got to break that up because I'll tell you what, John and Guy have won a lot of matches with that claw. Look at this. Got Cormier with the Anvil up over his shoulder, slams him down. Both members of the Hart Foundation laid out over here. Got Cormier, a one-man army all on his own. Oh, look at this, the Anvil catching the claw too. Punishment for interfering in the match. Should have just let things go, Anvil. Poor man hasn't learned a lesson. Oh man, Got Cormier with wrist clutch kicks to the face, and now here we go. Guy gonna torque the arm of the Anvil before he lets him go. Remember, Bret Hart's the legal guy in the ring here. Guy whips Bret to the corner, twitches him up and pitches him right back down with a hard right hand. Oh, man, Bret reaches for that rope. And, well, that's the end of that party. Referee says that one's got to be broken up. We got to start all over again. Fine. Guy Cormier gets rounded up over the shoulders of Bret the Hitman Hart. Hung up on the rope. Now Bret gets a kick to the head. Guy Cormier gathers him up nice and slow here. Locks him up. And escorting him to the turnbuckle. But took a little bit too long. Bret Hart escapes that one. Oh, nice uppercut by John Van. Cheap shots him from behind. And Bret didn't appreciate that. Kick to the midsection from Guy, misses with the spinning fist. Bret Hart from behind, hard right to the back. Lifts Guy to the ropes. And hip toss. Okay, Bret decided he's had just about enough tags in the Anvil as Guy Cormier still laid out on the mat, hasn't collected himself yet. Here he goes, starting to get back to his feet. Hard shot to the midsection for the Anvil. Locks him up. Here we go, torquing that arm, but Jim the Anvil Neidhart not having any of that. Overhand right takes Guy down to the canvas. Here we go into a submission. Trying to get Guy to tap, but the originals, I don't think I've ever seen them submit. And that's a long time. Guy tags in John Van. Anvil hits him with a right. Catches a kick to the midsection. John Van by the throat, but Anvil counters with an elbow to the side of the head, drives a knee into the midsection. John Van takes him down with a double axe handle. John steps outside, rolls back in as Bret the Hitman Hart gets tagged in. Hitman moves in, and here we go. All setting John up for the pile driver, and he gets it. That's not good news for the O's. Bret covers 1, 2. Just a 2. Hitman had to think up a new strategy here. Hitman moves in on John Van. John Van locks him up. Bret counters with a kick to the gut. Rock up again. Fireman's carry from the excellence of execution. Drives a knee into the head of John Van. I think he just popped him open. Oh, man. In comes Jim the Anvil Neidhart on the tag. John Van laid out and bleeding, and Sylvia Strong got to be a little bit concerned. Oh, here we go, Anvil. Striking at the injury. Neidhart charges, collides, nothing happens. They lock up, kick to the midsection from John Van, spinning fist. This was punched. Oh, man. Did you see the way he just went down? John Van starting to leak here. Tags in Guy Cormier. Guy moves in. Oh, man, what a Superman punch. Goes for the cover and hooks the leg. But Bret the Hitman Hart right there by the corner to spoil it. Guy Cormier comes up with a plan B and off the top rope and dropping an elbow on the back of Jim the Anvil Neidhart. And plan B came together pretty good. Anvil slams him down to the mat, tags in Bret the Hitman Hart. Guy back to his feet right away. Locks up again. Whips the Hitman to the ropes. Oh, man, hard, low shot, lower abdomen right there. And here we go. Got him by the throat. It might be Goozle time, but no. Bret counters with an elbow. Oh, guy catches him, cradles. Now check this out. Oh, man, and a rib breaker. Huh. Oh, here we go. The claw. Once again on Bret the Hitman Hart. Anvil comes to the rescue. If he hadn't, that might have just ended it right there. Stomp to the midsection for Bret. Hitman slams Guy face down on the canvas. Pulls him over. And here we go. It is sharpshooter time, and you knew it would be. Bret the Hitman Hart got that sharpshooter locked in. John Van there to break the submission up. Bret goes behind on John Van, whips him into the far corner. Returns to work. Guy Cormier covers 1, 2. No good. Guy Cormier still too resilient. Gets back to his feet. John Van unable to help at the moment. Fireman's carry from the Hitman. Guy rolls out as Jim the Anvil Neidhart gets tagged in. Both originals kind of in a non-compass meta state at the moment. Oh man, John Van catches a shoulder to the gut. Guy delivers a kick to the gut to the Anvil and a flying enziguri off the rope, springboard style. Oh man, Anvil catches shoulder tackle to John Van, drives a knee into the midsection. Guy Cormier double axe handles. And an overhand right takes Guy down to the canvas. And in comes Bret the Hitman Hart again. As Guy gets to his feet. Locks up kick to the midsection for Bret the Hitman Hart. Here we go. Guy's got him in the cradle position, has him up over the shoulders here. Oh man, what a spinning drop right there. Goes for the cover. One, and only a one, with Jim the Anvil Neidhart covering a lot of distance to make that break. Huh. Guy gathers up the Hitman. Hitman sweeps the leg, takes Guy down to the mat. Guy tags in the Chicago Hammer, and in comes Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Anvils and hammers, and they collide. Stuff happens. And here we go with the brain claw one more time, and that is it. Willie Johnson says that is all. The Anvil is gone. The Hammer beats the Anvil, and the originals beat the Hart Foundation.
Here are your winners, the Originals.
The Originals, looking first rate here against the Hart Foundation, with John using the claw on Anvil, forcing the referee to stop this one, and garnering John and Guy another tap-out win. And undisputed World Tag Champs look sharp heading for that next title defense. The Hart Foundation just not up to the level of their opponents tonight, and brother, did it ever show.
I wouldn't say they were bad. The Hart Foundation wrestled the match that they usually wrestle as far as a tag team match is concerned. Trouble is that their opponents were just too good tonight. It's as simple as that. There you go, the Originals, with a big win over the Hart Foundation going into their title defense at Sweet Revenge. We'll be right back with more right after this break, so don't you go away.